Just 3 days into the new year and the community of Boksburg are in shock. This after the bodies of 2 women were found dumped in the area yesterday. They reportedly went missing on New Year's Eve. Well, for more details, eNCA's Lindokuhle Xulu is covering the story for us. Let's cross now live to him. Lindo, we can't forget that with all the busyness of the news cycle, that women are still being killed daily in South Africa. What's the latest from Boksburg?
Well, not a very good start, I'm afraid, Anika, to the year because of those 2 bodies that were discovered here near the community of Villa Lisa here in Boksburg. It is confirmed by the police that there were reports from the community to say that 2 bodies have been discovered at this dump site. And I'll just show you behind me just to give you a picture of where they were found. My colleague, Ditiro Slepe, will try to just zoom in there for you, give you a closer look. That is where you'll see a police tape that is used to cordon off a crime scene. But this is where yesterday the 2 bodies were discovered. We understand they are female bodies. According to the police, at this stage, they cannot tell us exactly their injuries because they said that those bodies were found at a decomposing state. But certainly very gruesome details in terms of starting the year like this. We understand from some of the community members we've been speaking to here that what they understand is that there were 2 females that had been missing on New Year's Eve. But at the end of the day, it is up to the police to just give us a sense and prove in terms of the post-mortem and who they are. But we are with some of the gentlemen that were here that had discovered the bodies and those that had been able to call on the police. And Anika, I'll just have a conversation, Linda Demo, just to make you comfortable. But just all right, I'll just translate but Anika, essentially Ubaba is saying that he was in fact shocked at the discovery of the bodies because he does reside here. But one of those people that was missing, he says, is a relative of his, and he was actually shocked to discover that the people that were missing from his family, that is one of the relatives, has now discovered to be one of the bodies that was found here. He himself was here. But in that the tlhalosetse hore o etsagaletseng o rile wena a le fitla mo le bone mele mo le bone ntse shinang just re tlhalosetse maobane o le bone eng before o tla maponesa
re bone ntwe shina ga gacha wa ga sa tsebe rena re nana go fela ke nompopi kganthe ke batho mo ba shwile ga fitla mo go fana ke batho ntse re ba batla ka ndira go ga magetse ga phone ya mapolisa go thusa ka batho bano ba se ba thusa mapolisa ile a fitla e se late nyana ga nnete ba tla go thusa ga ba bona ga ke nnete ke bona batho ba ba batla.
All right, in that, just giving us some more details in terms of the discovery of the bodies on this field here, just near the dump site where some of the people do their recycling. But one thing that is important, Anika, to note from that, I think I forgot to translate it earlier on, was a request from him to say that they would like to appeal for help in terms of the burials. This is because he says that as a family, they really do not have anything, and at this particular point in time, that is a request they would be putting in. Ours is to translate and convey that message so that it is loud and clear to the relevant people that would be listening. But I want to bring in another community member here, and now just give me your name and then just give us a sense of what you make of this. Some community members are saying this is not the first time this happens and there is a reason for it.
Okay, Usabonga Dlamini is a leader of Windmill Park.
Yeah.
Yes. So Mkhulu engakusho njengamanje ukuthi ngizolana kakhulu nobaba and ngizolana kakhulu nomndeni wabo bonke and kuyikhona ukuqala eWindmill Park kwenza izinto ezinje uhlezi kutholakala idumbu ezitholakala zibulewe zilahliwe and ezingakusho futhi ukuthi isikhala ngakho kakhulu ukuvaleka kweganga ezikhona ekuhlaleni ngoba yizo ezenza ukuthi kube nama open space amaningi ukuthi kutholakala abantu bebefile kuzo. Okunye futhi singakwazi ukuthi sikhulume kakhulu ukuthi sicele futhi ukuthi ugovernment alekelele kakhulu kulomndeni ngoba into esiyibonile izolo sithe masibona laba bafowethu bebe lapha bese bimoshakele kakhulu nokuthi uma ungathi ungezwa kuthiwa abanye babona basuka eLesotho angafika kanjani umuntu eLesotho esikanje avele already sekufanele vele ukuthi kube esikuthini ukuthi setshenzele khona la esingacela nje kakhulu ukuthi nje bancedeke kakhulu ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi bafihle nje bekhala ubabesho ukuthi abanamandla abasebenzi abenzi next yikho esingacela ku government siphinda futhi sicele kakhulu ukuthi singamalide ekuhlaleni siyanceda siyacela ku government ukuthi eWoodmill Park kungena police station kungena clinics afake maybe ama containers endaweni ezithize nama police stations akhona a special ukuze abantu babambe ukuhamba kakhulu ukukhuphuka beya police station phezulu bezama ukuncedeka nasema clinics beze batholwa izigebengu batholakala sebefile siyacela kakhulu lokho ukuthi government akwazi ukusinceda siyabonga
ngiyabonga kakhulu. The gentleman there, just in summary, giving us a sense of saying that according to the community, this is not the first time that bodies have been discovered here. He says that this is because of what you can see behind me. The field here, the grass is quite it's quite high, so that is why some criminal activities would find refuge in taking place here. But more than anything, Anika, it's still that reiteration to say that as far as Baba is saying that some of the families that are affected are families from Lesotho, and because of the manner in which the bodies were found, which is in a decomposing state, they don't believe that the transportation of those bodies would then be a good idea. But more than anything, they're saying that because of these families that live hand to mouth, one of them being from a person who is a recycler, they are appealing very much to government. But more than anything, what is of course shocking the community here is the issue of saying 2 bodies were discovered. There were some reports of people that had gone missing, 2 people during New Year's Eve. But what they are telling us is that they've since identified those bodies according to the families here. But more than anything, there is that appeal that they keep reiterating to say that those who can help should definitely help, particularly putting that request towards government to help these families that have lost their family members on this festive season, but starting a new year in a very, very painful way.